Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 6th of March 2021. This is just my weekly video where I go over all of the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence method as per my two books. So it's just a weekly analysis video basically. First up, everyone, welcome to the YouTube video. If it's the first time you watched it, you're not going to see a Hollywood production or anything like that. It's a fairly boring, straightforward, non-edited type video. So if you do like the videos, just hit the like button or subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And like I always say, any of my trading, it's all recorded live at the time. So all these trades I call live in my Facebook group or my Telegram channel. So everyone's more than welcome to join either of them. And their results are recorded on a spreadsheet. And everyone's got access to the spreadsheet. So let's have a look here. So everyone's got access to that spreadsheet with the results, all the trades that are taken, a screenshot's taken, that's posted in the Facebook group and the Telegram channels, and also shared to a folder. You'll find all links to those, the shared folder and the results spreadsheet, in the files folder in the Facebook group. So if you can't find that or you're not a Facebook group member, then just drop me an email at admin@jagfx.com and I will get the link to you. But you'll see the link in the description of the video anyway. So, okay, so we're going to be able to look at my charts. There'll be a lot of lines, a lot of colors. Now you've seen this is sitting here on the screen. I appreciate that English may not be your first language. You may not understand my Australian accent. So you can pause the video or fast forward the video or slow down the video, whatever you want to do. But this just gives you an outline of what all the different colors, the indicators, etc. are. So just pause the video, take a screenshot of that or read it. I'll put it up at the end also. So that's just because it can be confusing, trust me. So let's have a look at the news first, wherever that is. Let's find that. So this is Forex Factory. This is set up for me. It's a free news economic calendar. It's the week ahead. So we have Monday is March the 8th. Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks. That's the only high impact news on Monday. This is all in my local time. I live in Vietnam, so that's 5 p.m. local for me. So we know very little news on Monday, no news on Tuesday. Wednesday gets a little bit busier. Another same dude talking. Aussie Governor, Bank of Australia talking. USD, we have the CPI, and probably the big one's Canadian interest rates. So the Canadian interest rate news there. And just more stuff, nothing super serious. Probably Friday, Canadian unemployment numbers. Depends which way you look at it. Employment, unemployment, never know what to say. So that's the news ahead. Pretty quiet looking week, actually. Canada's probably the most action anywhere. So let's have a look at the charts. All right, this is TradingView. This is where I do all my analysis. On the right, we have my watch list. So these are all the pairs I'm currently trading in alphabetical order. Highlight in blue means there's a trade on. No highlight, no trade. Highlight in pink, like the Euro Pound, means I'm looking at doing something on Monday. So that's all my charts. So let's have a look. So we'll start with the Aussie Swiss. You can read my notes here on the chart. There's a few pairs that have got old sequences. Now, if we go back here, I just go back in time. S1, sequence 1. If you read my document, you'd know S2, sequence 2. I was doing a lot of hedging back in the day. I don't do hedging so much these days. Only time I hedge now is if there's hidden divergence. So there's a few pairs like the Aussie Swiss, Aussie, Kiwi, Pound New Zealand, a few pairs, you'll see it. I did a bit of hedging and I'm stuck in sequences from a long time ago. But in the meantime, if you're not doing the hedging, ignore the sequence 1. That's my problem, something I've got to work my way out of. But sequence 2 is probably more relevant. It's more traditional type trading. So let's have a look. We'll go sequence 2. Here's the notes here. You can pause the video. Remember, looking to sell when the MACD is above the zero level, which is the zero levels there. This is the MACD. Platinum, it's just a zero lag MACD. MA's got 50 MA, 100 EMA, and 240 weighted moving average. You can see them there, 3 MA. The trend is up. I've taken a sell trade here, high risk. You can see my notes here. High risk trade is trading against the trend, trading into the trend, and regular bearish divergence. So here's the red lines are bearish divergence. So there it is. We've got lower highs on the oscillator, the MACD Platinum, and high highs on price. The price has gone up gradually, whereas the MACD Platinum hasn't really followed it. So we took a sell in here. On this level here, the sells are marked by the red lines, buys by the blue lines. So we'll look at this sell, stop in place is this red dotted line. So it's starting to roll over. We haven't got close to the stop. We're starting to roll over, so we're starting to head in the right direction. MACD Platinum starting to roll over, which is good. You see profit to date, $819. That's since I started trading this pair, and my base lot 0.02 lot, which is 20 cents a pip. So 819 is my total profit on this pair. It's not a pair I particularly like trading, but we're plodding along. I've got to clear this old sequence. It's hard to see, but there's a yellow solid line. That's my overall break even for all trades. So there's all trades on the chart. That's my break even level. So sequence one's this old hedge sequence I'm trying to work my way out of. I try just keep on adding to the profit when I can. Sequence 2 is the most recent sell trade. So if you're not into the hedging, just look at the most recent trades. You'll see it on a few pairs. Aussie yen. Took a sell in here. Again, you can read my notes. A lot of high risk trades against the trend. I'll probably get rid of these green lines. They're no longer valid, and I just don't like to clutter up the chart. So you can see my notes. High risk trade, trading against the trend, regular bearish divergence. Very similar to Aussie Swiss. Sell, stop in place there. MACD Platinum above the zero level, trying to work my way down. Going nowhere fast, but at least it's heading in the right direction. High risk trades. Now, I take 0.02 on every trade just to keep things simple for to show the system in action. If you're trading live, these high risk trades, if you normally take, say, 2% risk on a trade or whatever, just take 0.75% or 1% of risk on these higher risk trades. That's the smart thing to do. Aussie New Zealand. What happened there? I took a buy on Friday. Took a buy here. It's going against me. Stop in place there. MAs all very tight and very flat. See the MAs? This thing's just meandering around now. Notes here. MAs very tight and flat. MACD just below the zero level. Had this previous high here. I was hoping to push up towards this high. In the meantime, it's a pair I don't mind trading. It had some nice little moves, but just at the moment, not going the right way for me. Aussie USD, again, like the Aussie Swiss, it's an old sequence one that starts back from the left somewhere. I'm not going to scroll back. In the meantime, sequence 2 is also in play. Very similar. Overall break-evens is yellow solid line here. So we're not too far away from that. Making some decent profit. You can see my overall profit, my overall break-even level. So sequence 1's that long-winded. You can read my notes, just pause the video, read all the trades that are involved. Sequence 2 is probably the most important. It was a sell in here. It was a high-risk trade. You can read that. Trading against the trend. 5th of March, I closed 0.01 and my stop was moved down to just above this high here. So I've locked in on sequence 2, locked in a little bit of profit. The reason sequence 2 was a partial close, the MACD Platinum went through the zero level. As you can see there, through the zero level, closed half, dragged my stop down, protect the position. CAD Swiss, now this is my problem child. You'll see there's no lines on the chart, no trade lines, but you'll see sequence 1 is these 5 buy trades. Bang, 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 bang. The good thing is, all right, let's have a look. We'll go back in time. We have to go back a long way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buy trades. There's no horizontal lines there. I didn't want to clutter up the chart. I took these 5 buy trades, got caught with my pants down. For some reason, I didn't close them, whatever. Then COVID came and the big market move went against me. I've held on to them. Not sure why. The good thing is I'm not losing anything on the swap. It's positive swaps. I'm actually making a few dollars. The longer I hold these trades, even though I'm technically losing on them from a trade perspective, from an overnight interest or swap rate, I'm actually making money. Not much, but it's positive, which is a good thing. In Forex, you take any positive swap you can get these days. So my break-even level is up here, which is not that far away actually. So that's only about, let's have a look. We're getting closer as it climbs up. So let's say, where are we? So we're only, what's that? 168 pips away. Woohoo! So we're actually getting closer to overall break-even, which is embarrassingly, surprisingly good. So yeah, so I got 5 buy trades on there. As I said, it's a pair I don't like trading this pair, and I'll probably ditch it from my watch list once I clear it. I haven't made much money on it. Actually, is that Nick? Oh yeah, $42. But there's no trades at the moment on it, so let's just wait. CAD yen. What do we got here? It's not highlighted. No trades on at the moment. All right, I did take a sell trade here last week. It was a high risk trade. Done against a big trend. It got stopped out, and luckily I had to stop because now this thing is going nowhere fast. Yeah, so this thing was stopped out up here somewhere. Took a loss. You can see my notes here. First sell trade, loss of $37. So that's that grey line there. It was a sell. MACD Platinum still above the 0 level. I keep on, with the regards to these trend lines, I keep on adjusting them every day and just keep on moving them with price. And the indicator, if they're no longer valid, I just delete them. So in the meantime, it's just a bit of preparation. That's all it is. So what I'm doing now, there's a buy signal here on this. You can see the green QMP filter dot, which is not a valid buy signal. This thing's just going away further from the MAs. You can see the MAs are starting to spread to the upside. So look for potential another sell, which I'll have a go at. But it'll be high risk trade. Anytime you go into against a trend, always a high risk trade. Euro Aussie, similar to the Aussie USD, they tend to work in opposite directions. So the last trade's is sequence 2. I got the old sequence 1, which is back here somewhere. Overall break-even's up there. Sequence 2 is a buy. You can see the notes written there. It's a high-risk trade based on the regular bullish divergence. So we've got lower lows on price and higher lows on the MACD Platinum. So you can see it there. Took a buy in here, went up nicely on the first day, then came down. I think I've already closed. What have I just read my notes here? Closed one already, closed half already, and stop was moved tight and right up. So Friday was looking pretty good. It's heading up again, but it closed low. So it's if you're a candlestick sort of pattern sort of looker at that's not even the word, is it? That's probably a bearish candle on Friday there. But stops and plays, can't lose overall. I don't think, or I could lose a little bit overall on sequence 2. Made some good profit on this pair, but I've still got this problem child over here, the sequence 1. Euro CAD, no trade on. What we got here? This is all very messy. MACD Platinum, look at this, Normally this MACD Platinum just oscillates nicely around the 0 level as previously. But then sometimes you just get there. And that's the case here. Going nowhere. Again, I'm drawing my trend lines in. Nothing's been confirmed yet. Just keep on adjusting them until either no longer valid or they're confirmed. So no trade on at the moment. Bit of profit there. Euro CAD. Euro pounds, the only one highlighted in pink. There must be a reason for that. I took a buy here. Monday. Now, the thing with TradingView, TradingView will display what's coming up on Monday morning. MT4, MT5 don't do that. So on Monday, there's going to be a red dot on the QMP filter, which means a sell signal, which is not really a valid sell signal because the MACD Platinum is not above the 0 level enough. But I'm in a buy here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just close my buy trade, take the loss. If it opens close to where it closed on Friday, so if it opens on Monday close to where it closed on Friday, I'm going to lose sort of between this line and the blue line. So I'll take the loss. My stop's down here. I'm not going to let it go to the stop. There's a sell signal, and what I'll do is I'll wait for another buy signal. This was a high risk trade against the trend. You can see the notes there. I've already taken a buy in here, and it was a loser, $21. This one's going to be a loser of probably similar sort of nature. So we'll have another third go at it. Hopefully we'll get it then. So on Monday, I'm looking at closing that buy trade on the euro pound. Made some okay profit on this, not a huge amount, but it's not a bad pair to trade. Sometimes it can be a little bit boring, but other times it goes nicely. Euro yen, no trade on the euro yen. Possibly setting up for a sell. It'd be against the trend. You can see my notes here. I'll probably get rid of that line there. Bang, gone. So yeah, we've got this bearish sort of divergence possibly forming. Blue lines like this, just something I'm looking at. So resistance, 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 resistance. Bang, comes down, becomes support, and off it goes, sort of thing. Euro New Zealand, no trades on. Possibly bullish divergence. There was a buy set up here. I didn't take it. It was just too high risk. Price is right on this trend line here. You can see across the highs here. It's still having trouble breaking the trend line. I thought it popped through on Friday, but come Friday night, it closed below it. So it was, with the trend's down. Yeah, it's a tough one to get a read on at the moment. So no trades at the moment. Just sitting here watching it. Euro USD, Euro, I'm going to sell here. Again, draw my trend lines in as the price moves. Looking for potential regular bullish divergence, possibly. In the meantime, I'm going to sell. Already closed half. It was a high risk trade at the time. Had hidden. So, all right, we'll see it here. It's pretty tricky to see. There's a high there. It's easy to see on price. So there's a high. There's a high. So we draw a line across there. Now, there's obviously that's easy one to spot on the MACD Platinum, but it's not so easy to spot on the first side. So remember, your highs are normally formed by your red dots. So there's a couple of red dots there. So you can use either one, but I use this one here. So it doesn't look like a high. It's nothing obvious, but that is a high. You've got to remember. So there is hidden bearish divergence. So I took the sell trade based on that, which is basically a trend continuation. No stop initially. The green line here represents 1.20, which is a big round number. We broke that. I already closed half when the MACD Platinum went through the zero level, and I put a stop in place just above this high here. So now price is heading down, going in the right direction, which is good. I'll just leave that stop where it is and see what, to me, it looks like the Euro USD might be rolling over and go to the downside. Pound Aussie, no trades on at the moment. Last signal was this buy here. Didn't take it. It was just at this high and into the MA's. Back there was just below the zero level. Not worth the hassle. So no trade taken. Pound Swiss, no trade on. My last one. All right, here we go. Had a sell trade in here. Lost $24. Took this one here based on this. What have we got here? So we've got this previous high, back high. So it's a sort of a resistance level, I guess. Took the sell in there, and it didn't work out, as you can see by my notes. Second sell trade was a biggish loss at $69. So I took a sell in here, and my stop was in here somewhere. So this spike up took my stop out. Now I've drawn this trend line across the lows here, because the last signal is still this red dot, red QMP dot here. So this thing's gone up. There hasn't been a buy signal yet. Now there's possibly regular bearish divergence forming. We've just got to wait and see. So looking for an opportunity for another sell. Ideally, I'd want to break this trend line. So we could be a couple of days off if that does happen. So just a matter of waiting and see if I can recover some of these losses. It's a pair that's getting a long way away from the MAs. And the reason I took the trade, even though there's no sort of supporting divergence, one reason was because of that nice resistance level, or double top, or whatever you want to call it, triple top. It's extreme. The MACD Platinum's been above the zero level for a long time. And now we've had two goes at it. You'd think a third or a fourth go, we're going to be successful. Either price is going to come to the MAs, or MAs is going to go to price. So we just wait and see what happens on this one. Pound yen. Let's have a look here. Taking a couple of losses on the sells. So I had a sell here. took a loss, and I had a sell there, took a loss. So 49, lost 49, lost 31. So pair I don't mind trading, some nice profit. There's buy trades from back, I think on the 16th of December I took it. So I've been in this trade for a long time. And that's probably up about 1,000 pips at the moment. Already closed half, trailing my stop. My stop's that red dotted line there. So recovering a bit of this sell losses by this buy trade. This is one of these home run type trades where 1,000 pips, they don't come around that often. Even on a pair like this, it's not that often. So that's a good trade. In the meantime, I will still look for more sells. Again, the MACD Platinum's been above the zero level for a long time. There is some strange moves in the market at the moment when it comes to this indicator. Generally, this is an indicator that meanders around the zero level, but there's some pairs that's been on the wrong side of the zero level for a long time, which is unusual. Pound New Zealand. Now, this is one of my problem pairs. You can see I've got a lot of trades on here. Sequence 1, Sequence 2, and Sequence 3 is buy. So if you're not into the hedging, ignore these Sequence 1 and Sequence 2. They're from a long time ago. So go back in time. There, all the way back here, which is over a year ago. So long time trading, but in the meantime, it's not the end of the world. I know it looks messy, looks scary. I get it. If you have a look at my profit to date, $9,600. So I've made plenty of dollars on this particular pair, even with these sequences here. At the moment, Sequence 1's hedged, Sequence 2's hedged, and the last one, you're looking at Sequence 3, you can read the notes here. It was a buy based on hidden bullish divergence, so you can see higher lows on price and lower highs there. Now actually I might do something about this on Monday. There's my buy in there. Yeah, I will. The MACD Platinum's through the zero level. There wasn't much wiggle room there. It was just below when I started. So on Monday, I will look at closing half of that buy trade. It's a bearish candle there anyway on Friday, which is not good. I'll close half and probably put a stop in place somewhere tight, just so I don't lose it on Sequence 3. And just wait and see what happens. Yeah, it's a bit messy looking these charts. I get it. The hedging does get messy, puts a lot of trades. And I've been close to overall break even on this pair a few times. But as I said, I'll just keep on adding to the profit by getting a little bit creative with trade management. So, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. Pound USD, another one. I'm in an old sequence. It was the Sequence 1 here, and it's Sequence 2, which is my most recent. So we look at Sequence 2 as a sell trade here. It was a high risk trade. There we go. Trading against the trend, regular bearish divergence. You can see all the notes there. Closed half already, stopped down. So the stop's just around the overall break even, just above these highs here. So I've already closed half. Good profit on this pair, $9,000, the pound USD. This Sequence 1 was taken here based on hidden bearish divergence, as per my notes. And I probably missed an opportunity to get out of break even in here. Now I'm stuck with this sequence. Overall break even is this yellow solid line. So we're not that far off and it's heading in the right direction. Good profit. It's a pair I like trading. Been tough to trade in this period here. Again, the MACD Platinum, if you look in historical charts, which I suggest everyone does, generally this thing meanders nicely. Now have a look at this dog's breakfast here. And no offense to dogs, I love dogs. But this is just messy as. This thing's grinding up. MACD Platinum is grinding nowhere. So eventually we're going to have a pullback, and it's starting to happen now. It took a while, but we're in it. So that's the pound USD. New Zealand CAD, I'm sort of kicking myself a bit here. Normally I take every trade when it presents. Last trade was this sell signal here. Didn't take it. Not sure why. I think it was because we're close to the MAs. The MACD Platinum is just above the zero level. In hindsight, which is like the best indicator ever. I should have taken the sell, and it's gone down nicely. It's a pair I don't mind trading. You see it has some nice moves, QMP filter. You know, when I first started trading, all I did trade was off the QMP filter. This red and green dots on the price chart. Doesn't matter. I didn't look at MAs, didn't look at the MACD Platinum. Just took them, put my stop underneath the dot, made a killing. You know, you have a look at this pair. Put your stop below here somewhere. Buy, sell, sell, buy, sell. You know, and just trial your stop. But I didn't take that sell trade, and not the smartest thing I've done, but it happens. Can't lose any money if you're not on a trade, I guess. New Zealand yen. What have we got here? Took a sell here. High risk trade, trading against the trend. Green numbers are just, green lines are just big numbers. In this case, 75. I should have probably put one for 80 up here, which is just above my stop. Above my stop. So yeah, took a sell here, going nowhere fast, starting to head in the right direction slowly. MACD Platinum still above the zero level. Made a few dollars on this pair. New Zealand USD. Right, what have we got here? Like the Aussie, got an old sequence way back, sequence 1 back here, which I'm trying to work my way out of. Since taking a sequence 2, which is this one in here, which is based on hidden bearish divergence. And for some reason, I haven't got out of that one yet, but we're getting closer. There's the break even, this yellow dashed line for sequence 2. So that's there, and we've just about touched it on Friday, but not quite. Messages from someone. So not quite. Getting close. Overall break-even's down here. In the meantime, making a bit of profit. Overall break-even is down there, as you can see by my notes. Profit 1,900, so making some good profit. So sequence 3 is this last trade here, which is a sell. Again, it was one of those high-risk trades. Hang on, where are we? Sequence 3 over here. High-risk trade. Trading against the trend, regular bearish divergence. You can see it there, bang, bang, it's pretty obvious. And on 5th of March, close 0.1 and stop moved down just above this high here. So overall on sequence 3, I can't lose on that. But I'd like to see it push down lower. USD Swiss Franc. Now, this is a pair that is causing me some grief. It's not going too bad at the moment, which is good. It's started to actually get a bit of movement. I'm in 1, 2, 3 old sequences. So the good thing is this, you can see my break even is positive there, break even is positive there, and the break even not applicable is hedge. So I've made some good profit, 8,559. You can see my cluster of trades. So I've been in this pair a long time, back here somewhere. So that's nearly a year ago, not quite. Got this cluster of trades up here, got this cluster of trades down here, and a couple of outliers down here. The good thing is price is starting to head up towards that other cluster, which is great, gives me a bit of wiggle room. My last trade, sequence 4, sell. What? Do I keep on? I think this happened in last week's video too. I haven't got a sequence 4. I'm going to have to fix this up. I'm pretty sure I fixed this up last week, and I've got to do it again. My apologies. There is no sell here. That's gone. I think sequence 4 might be no, it wasn't a buy. I'm going to have to fix it up. Ignore the sequence 4. I'll check that. I don't think there is any sequence 4 trade. I think we're just in sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. And I'm pretty sure I had the same issue. Sometimes TradingView does some strange things. Does my head in. So as I said, we've got some good profit. Just get a little bit creative. I'll let this thing go up as high as it can go. If I get a sell signal here, I'll look to take a sell. The MACD Platinum's been above the zero level for a long time. I'll look to take another sell, and I'll possibly close out this. My last trade was this buy in here. So the 11th buy there, and the 12th buy there, and the 11th hedge buy there. So this one I'll probably just take another sell on sequence 3, sequence 2 and 1. I may look at just closing the buys out, adding to my profit, and bringing it back down this way. But we'll wait and see. I'll fix this up again. I'm not sure what the hell's going on there. It's still my head in. There's no sequence 4. USD, Japanese yen. Let's have a look at that one. Now this one is a bit odd. You can see a box here showing the MACD Platinum above the zero level. It's been above the zero level for a long time, Very unusual. The initial trade, there's only one sequence here. Initial trade was taken on this hidden bearish divergence. So we took a sell, took a hedge buy, took a second sell here, second hedge buy, third sell, third hedge buy. Fourth, that should be fourth hedge buy, third hedge buy. I don't know why I've written fourth, it's a third hedge buy. And we're still going up. So we're locking in a loss here. We're not losing anything other than overnight swap. But this thing's just stayed above the zero level. Again, unusual, highly unusual. Look at this previously. Meanders around the zero level. And now we're above the zero level for a long time. Possible divergence setting up. It seems to be going to the moon. So we'll just wait for another sell signal. That's all we're waiting on. Even if it's no longer divergence, I'll still take the sell signal because I'm committed to the. Yeah, sorry about that. Just a few technical difficulties. Yeah, so I'm committed to the hedge. I'll still take the sell signal if this divergence is no longer valid. As I said, we've been above the zero level on the MACD platinum for a long time. So yeah, definitely no. All right, I just had a quick check of the USD Swiss Franc. And there's no sequence 4, so let's just get rid of this once and for all. There is no sequence 4, so get rid of that. The last trade is this buy in here, and I'll just save that. Where's my little savey thing? There. Because it gets embarrassing with the videos. I don't even think it's saving, but it doesn't matter. So on Monday, pound New Zealand, looking at closing half of that sequence 3 buy trade if I can and putting a stop in place, and euro pound looking at closing this buy trade for a loss based on that sell signal if everything opens close to where it closed on Friday. So that's it for the weekly charts. Like I said, they're all recorded. Every trade I take I call at the time, so there's like 1,200, 1,300 trades on the daily charts I've called. So the market opens at 5 a.m. on Monday morning for me, and every daily candle's at 5 a.m. local here in Vietnam. I don't get out of bed till 6, so I check the charts. I'm on the charts basically by 5 past 6, 10 past 6, and I take my trades and I pretty well post them in the Facebook group straight away and record them on that shared spreadsheet. So if you're wondering what all the coloured lines, everything means on the charts, here it is again. You can read it, pause the video. Again, if you like these videos, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And thanks everyone for being a member of my groups, whether it be the Facebook group, a YouTube subscriber, or on the Telegram channels. It's greatly appreciated, and welcome to everyone. Always happy to discuss any type of trading. And if you've been sort of following me lately, you know I'm looking at a couple of prop firms, so I'm going to do a bit of prop firm trading, hopefully, and I'll call all that in the group also, so it'll put a bit of pressure on me again, just what we need. All right, enjoy the weekend all, stay safe wherever you are, and again, thank you very much. Cheers.